Peace FM 104.3. Good to meet you.
Yeah, good morning.
And how are you, Hanan?
Good.
Thank you very much. Well, I'm very well. Long time no see.
Yes, long time no see.
I hope all is well.
Everything is fine by His grace.
Fantastic. Hanan, tell me, what is this about substituting eggs for mackerel? The executive director of the Africa Foundation Education Watch, Kofi Asari, has alleged that egg supply for schools have been substituted for Chinese-sourced mackerel. What exactly is the issue?
Well, good morning to your cherished listeners. This news also came to us as a surprise from Mr. Kofi Asari, alleging that eggs have been substituted for mackerel. So yesterday I have issued a press release to state the fact and to clear the air on the issue. That is not the case. It is factually incorrect, the post he has made on the issue. The fact of the matter is that since September 2017, mackerel has been part of the food items that Papa Talk supplies to the second cycle institutions.
Since September 2017?
Exactly.
Okay.
We are responsible for the supply of non-perishable food items, and that includes mackerel.
Okay.
Egg is classified as perishable, and egg is supposed to be supplied by the schools themselves. 30% of the feeding component is sent to the schools for them to buy perishable food items, and that includes egg, chicken, frozen fish, and other vegetables.
Okay.
So it cannot be the case that because there is low, according to him, reduction in consumption of egg, and you're attributing it to supply of mackerel. And these are two different food items. They perform different functions. It cannot be the case. So I was surprised when I actually read his post, and I spoke to the gentleman, I think the very day he made the post, and he went to edit the post. But before then, most of you guys have already taken the original post that he has made, and it's in circulation in all the media houses and other social media platforms. So we deem it as a responsible institution to come out and clear the air, and making it look like the government has gone to import mackerel from Chinese. Government is not involved in the importation of any food items to feed our students in the second cycle institutions. For us, we issue licenses. We issue licenses to our suppliers. We give them quantities of what they are supposed to supply. We don't determine where they should go and get it, especially food items that are not produced here. All that matters to us is the quality specifications, which we are firm on that. So, since we are not questioning the quality of the mackerel, rather, somebody's alleging that the reduction in the consumption of egg is as a result of the supply of mackerel to the schools, which is factually incorrect. Mackerel has been part of the 18 non-perishable food items that buffer stock is asked to supply. And buffer stock is not, we don't have the power, let me put it this way, we don't have the power to introduce any food item. For us, we are service providers, providing service to the Ministry of Education. So usually before the commencement of every academic year, they give us quantities and the various food items for us to supply. So we are not involved directly in the supply of eggs to the schools. So today, if there is any reduction in the consumption of eggs, let's all look at it as various stakeholders and see where we have gone wrong as a nation, or what we have to do to boost the consumption, because poultry farmers are complaining, but not for us to deliberately, bring in state institutions and try to make it look like they are responsible. In any case, how many crates of egg can the Free Senior High School accommodate? So let's look at the bigger market. let's look at the bigger market, and because the free senior high school, looking at the interviews I've heard from various stakeholders talking about the quantities of eggs that we have in the system, and somebody being part of the food committee, I know very well that if we want to solve the problem of egg glut in this country, we shouldn't only be looking at the secondary schools. We should look beyond the secondary schools. And then also, I spoke to some few headmasters because, like I said, 30% of the feeding component is sent to them before the commencement of the academic year. And usually food has to go before student reports.
Okay.
These egg suppliers are working on cash and carry, which is not possible. You cannot do business with government and you want to do cash and carry. So they should find a better way of having an arrangement with the headmasters in such a way that they can supply them so that later they can come back, and then when government disburses the funds, they can come back and then get paid from the headmasters. So government business is not done that way. You can't just bring egg to the schools and ask the headmaster to just pick open a vault and then give you money. It's not done that way. So let's all sit on the table like we did when there was this issue about neglect in the consumption of local rice. All of us came on board and we did a nationwide campaign, and we have been able to deal with the situation without dragging the names of state institutions into dispute. So I think that let's all meet our stakeholders. The media, you have a role to play in this. Buffer stock, we also have a role to play in this, so that we can look at it collectively and see what we can do to help market the eggs that we have. But not to say government has deliberately, the way someone has been given a contract in Accra and asked to come and then supply mackerel. Mackerel has been part of the food items that we are supplying. So, my brother, that was what I released yesterday, hoping that it will kill the mischief and the noise around.
Right. At least now that we have some clarity, I'm sure that the matter will go to rest. And especially because you said you had a chat with Kofi Asare, Executive Director, Africa Education Watch, and he's edited his original post to reflect what you have mentioned. So we'll leave it there for now. If anything comes up, we'll come back to you.
All right, thank you very much.
I appreciate your time. Thank you very much, too.
All right, sure. Bye.
Hanan Abdul Wahab is the Chief Executive Officer of the National Buffer Stock Company, NAFCO. And I'm going to say in a few more.
A member of the Order of the Voter.
Yes, Kweku.
Ghana's multiple award-winning journalist.
Yes, sir.
Presidential MC.
Yes, Kweku.
Hall of Famer.
Yes, sir.
Chairman stroke Brigadier General.
Kweku.
Ghana's #1 radio presenter.
Yes, Kweku.
Peace FM's Lano Messi.
You sure?
Soldier Pikin.
I like him.
Project 100 coordinator. And Ghana's Olympic torchbearer. Kwame Sefa Kande to.
Kweku! Adia Chebia.
And on Facebook, good news, Romeo Hirao.
Oh, nice. Nice.
Oh,
hey.
Baby girl. And then I said, you should talk to me. Ice cream, humming. Who's a pin for the Mikondo way? Our food from. You form a bubon with none of him mobile. As you say, dear. Yamiadum. Who's a gun of Mamma, dear? Our area for us had the end. I would down for dear. Muyashi. West Vietnam, I would hear. Oh, God, remember the area for the as though baby already couldn't I tell it. And a gun of Mamma, the Mamma or the Mazam, and a Mamma Munyeska, a Masam Munyeska, and Musim. And the Ghana member is as Java Sam David Nisolo Mamuya Ghana.
And you're gonna remember when you are someone.
I remember what is to come up with the man with him with his Jawasam David Nisolo. We We all become some fun from both.
Smith,
hey, guys, when we are cutting across.
Peace FM 104.3. Who to meet